G'day, Starlo here. What would you say if I told you that there was a way to fast-track your fly fishing and cut years from the traditional learning curve while also experiencing some of the best trout action in the country? Well, there is a way and it's available to everyone.
Magic.
Let me explain.
All right, we've opened our account. Geez, pretty fish.
In late 2022, Joe and I were lucky enough to fish with professional guide Nick May of the Highland Fly at Arthur's Lake in Tasmania. We had an awesome day on this iconic waterway with Nick, and I made a full-length video about it. I'll put the link to that up above and in the description and comments below. Nick's a member of Trout Guides and Lodges Tasmania, or TGALT, a peak body that's been representing top-class operators like Nick for over 40 years. All of the guides on TGALT's books are consummate professionals, and they all offer you the opportunity to not only tap into great fishing action, but also to learn heaps while you're fishing. Better yet, many of these guides enjoy exclusive access to waters that few others ever get to fish, so they can take you to places where the fishing's often red hot, and you're not likely to run into any other anglers. How good's that? One such location is Hearn Lake in Tasmania's Central Highlands.
There he is.
Hearn's a relatively shallow, fertile lake that's home to wily, wild-spawn Tasmanian brown trout. It offers exactly the sort of fishing found at places like Little Pine and the 19 lagoons of the Western Plateau. But because it's on private property, there's no competition with other fishers. TGALT guides like Nick are able to take their clients to Hearn and teach them so much about fishing on this style of waterway. In fact, they've taken it a step further and actually conduct regular fly fishing workshops at Hearn, hosting small groups of students for a full day that begins in Hearn's unique classroom, before venturing out onto the grassy paddocks for some casting lessons and ultimately to the water itself to put what you've learnt into practice on Hearn's feisty browns. I honestly can't think of a better way to fast track your fly fishing than to sign up for one of these workshops. There's a number of these fly fishing workshops every year at Hearn, but class sizes are strictly limited to ensure that you receive plenty of one-on-one time with the guides and instructors.
That's good.
I'll put the details on how you can book a spot at one of these Hearn workshops in the description and comments down below. Or you can simply get in touch with Nick May via his website, as shown here. I couldn't help myself and had to skip out of class and start casting when I saw all those insects hatching.
Got him! Oh, nice fish too. Put that dry right in the rings of his previous rise. What a lovely fish. Good way to start the day here at Hearn while the class is still getting their instructions up there. They're about to move on to their casting on the grass. Wet my hand. Look at that for a handsome fish. How nice is that? Alright, it's a barbless hook, so it'll come out beautifully. Out it comes. I'm just going to support him here in the water. Let him get his strength back. There he goes. It's so good to see. What a fantastic place this is.
Many newcomers to fly fishing account for their very first trout during one of these workshops.
Lift, lift, lift. Well done. There you go. Keep tension on him. Rod back up again. That's perfect. So
An experience they'll never forget.
I need you to get his head out of the water if you can. That's your mission. But if he wants to run, you let him run. That's the way. Lift your rod. Lift your rod. Oh! Well done. So that was the whole kit and caboodle. That was the deal. You did that very well. that all make sense, what you just did?
Yeah. And away he goes.
I don't reckon that thrill ever diminishes, whether it's your first trout or your 500th. Catching these beautiful critters on fly still does it for me, every single time. My pulse still quickens, my hands still shake, and my knees still knock.
Nice one, Steve. Well done, son.
And the other thing is, I never stop learning either. Especially when I get to fish with professionals like Nick May and the other Tegalt guides.
Look at this water they're coming out of, it's crystal clear.
And particularly at really special places like Hearn Lake.
Just hold him upright in the water. Let him regain his strength.
I really do urge you to check out Nick's website and to get in touch with him. While you're at it, talk to Nick about all of his other one-day and extended guiding options right across the trout-rich waters of the Tasmanian Highlands, either in his boat or from the shore. He's a top bloke, very good company, and a wealth of knowledge about all things trout fishing. Oh, and be sure to tell Nick that Starlo sent you. Until next time, this is Starlo wishing you tight lines, and if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you don't already. Cheers.